Duck and Percy like working at the dock, and there's always a lot of jobs around the harbor yard. But one day, Percy and Duck were just coping in the sun. There was always a lot of hard work to do at the docks. I mean, there's always a lot of hard work to do down at the harbor. Then Sir Topham Hatt then finally figured out that it was about time for another engine to come and help out straight away. Yeah. Percy and Duck were waiting for the engine to arrive. They came as a shock when they did. "Good morning, Royal Diesel," said Diesel in his oily voice. Tom hasn't. "Wait," said Percy, "what are you doing?" "Your worthy tops Sir Topham Hatt sent me. And I'm going to do some shunting." "Shunt where?" asked Percy. "Where? From my here to there, and then again from here to there." Diesel then got busy to work. Bumped some cars hard. "Oh!" groaned the groaned the cars. "Grrr!" growled Diesel. Percy and Duck felt insulted. They had sulked in the shed, and they did not want to work with Diesel, and they refused to leave their shed. Sir Topham Hatt was enjoying his tea and ice bun when he got the call. "So there's trouble at the harbor yard? I'll be right over straight away." Diesel was working alone. Cargo lay on the quay. Ships and passengers were delayed. All the people were all complaining about Sir Topham Hatt's railway. Percy and Duck were just waited in the shed when Sir Topham Hatt arrived. "What's all this?" demanded Sir Topham Hatt. Percy and Duck explained. "We're on strike, sir, and it's Diesel, and he is just he is really oily, and excuse me, and it's a very rude, sir, and we really don't want to work with him." "I know you do," said said Sir Topham Hatt, but he's... I know you don't want to, said Sir Topham Hatt, but he is the only engine available. So off you go to work, please. And so, Percy and Duck head sadly back to work. But the next day, things were no better. Diesel's driver had not put his brakes on properly, and Diesel went bump straight into Percy. "Wake up there, Percy," said Diesel. "You have work to do." Percy was set. It was cross, and Diesel didn't even say that he was sorry to Percy. Then Diesel bumped the cars and the roads went everywhere. Sir Topham Hatt is going to be angry at you for all this behavior. "Oh, yeah, what? That's two goody-goody tattletales? Getting it worthy top, but I've been telling you." And Diesel just boasted, and he just went on about his work. And Diesel, thinking he could get away with his bad behavior, was not acceptable. Next day, he was shunting some freight cars filled with china clay. And he banged the cars hard into the buffers, but the buffers weren't secure. The silly cars were sunk. Sir Topham Hatt had heard the news. The cars were hoisted safely from the sea, but the clay was lost. The Fat Controller had spoke severely to Diesel. "The Harbour Master has told me everything," he said. "Things worked well just before you arrived. I shall not be inviting you back. Now, Duck and Percy," said Sir Topham Hatt, "I hope you don't mind to manage to work alone." "Oh, I hope you..." Now, Duck and Percy, he said, "I hope you wouldn't mind to manage to work alone." "Oh, no, sir. Yes, sir," said and they watched as Duck and Percy set off back to work while Diesel went, as Diesel purred sulkily away.